You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester, but he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
A reward for our efforts. Expect Captain Brandt will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. I expect Captain Brandt will want to hear of this. Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I knew not what to think when we first arrived here. All those stairs struck me as rather sinister.
Indeed. All the while 'twas a training ground for thieves of prodigious talent.
Aught appears to have changed since we were last here. Let us proceed with due caution.
What could be the cause? This demands further investigation.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Just recall, I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? This route has seen better days, but there's no sense lamenting it. We'll just have to take the long way round.
I am sorely disappointed. It is as though the very heavens have opened up onto our heads.
Take heart. The worst it can do is drench our equipment.
Ooh! I can't. Long-range attacks can be difficult to dodge. Best keep the archer in your sights.
We must remain vigilant.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our...
Oh! That was a sight to behold!
A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
You must cleanse yourself of that oil post-haste.
Throw our bones away!
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here.
The Arisen turns blue with cold. That was hot.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship. A flesh wound. Yet enough to shame me. I did my best to match your skill, Master.
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Each to their own.
We cannot break it from this side.
Really now?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
You! I just nodded off for a moment there. I'll have a story to tell.
Over here, if you would.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the...
There are worse things than turning in a...
'Twas a chimera I was tasked with battling. A ferocious and terrible beast. I'm in no hurry to face one again. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated...
Shall we get some rest then?
This inspires naught but misgiving.
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well?
Well met, Sid.
We've arrived, just as planned.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Here. This should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, your majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. But of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill would prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So the false sovereign operator has woven her web rather carefully.
There is much we ought to tend to. If you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deezer's misdeeds, I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you. Yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now. Though, would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to...
Right. Just... Follow me. We're off to Burnworth Palace then. Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attended a palace masquerade. Onward to Burnworth Castle. Horns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.